Alright, the frame rate is back down to 30 per second. So if it's a bit glitchy, unfortunately that's why, until I get more data. I am currently at the intersection of Shooter and Parliament, which is maybe not the safest area to record in. But that's kind of like the subject of what I want to talk about tonight, which I'll get to in a bit. So I'm gonna cross the bridge over to Riverdale Park. I might go up Danforth again. I'll decide when I get there. Hello, Harjot. And I'm still not using the gimbal because I feel like I'm better without it. And I have ordered another microphone receiver because, of course, I had to lose mine the first night I used it. So once that arrives again, hopefully the audio and the wind should be, with the wind and the audio, I should say, should be a lot less annoying and aggressive. It's not too bad, but it's strong enough. Yeah, you can definitely hear it picking up. Hey Kevin, good to see you. And yeah, I'm always cautious. Once a few more people come in the chat, I'll talk about an issue that recently happened, which I'm sure most of us know about, to Maddie. And related issues that have happened to other walktubers. But yes, I reside in one of the most dangerous areas of the city. I have a little story of my own about an incident that happened to me. And there's a public school around here, though. There's another one back a couple blocks away from me. So I'm just heading towards River Street right now. And you hear the bell going off. And Ken will be live in half an hour. And I knew he would be, so I won't try to overlap him too much. Someone's grabbing some pizzas. Trying to cut back on stuff like that. Pizza is my absolute weakness, so the older I get, the slower my metabolism gets, so if I want to have a beach body by summer, I guess I got to cut back on the pizza and the tacos where I work. And there's the fairly large elementary school. Excuse me. The street is normally not too busy. Going down Shooter, of course, so kind of curves you around a bit. I've already gotten a couple bit of odd stares since I started recording it. It happens, right? A lot of people probably don't even know what walk tubing is,
I've seen 3.
and they're just wondering why you're recording. Maybe they think you have ulterior motives. But, you know, that's just the nature of how it is sometimes. Still see some Christmas lights up. Good to see. Not too much though. And I'm approaching Sumac Street. It's a athletic park around here. There's a big recreational area where people can play baseball or soccer or whatever. There's a little dog park over here. A little dog parkette, I guess you could say. Louis March Park. And you can see some dogs running around over there. Yeah, it's only 6 o'clock and it's still very dark. Hours are slowly getting longer, but not quick enough. And I'm getting closer to River Street, and I think I'll go up and cross the bridge there. I don't know how far I'm gonna go, probably not too far. This stream will not be more than an hour, if that, so. But you can see the size of the field across the street here. It's quite large. In fact, I'll cross over. So lots of snowbanks on the ground. It's barely around 8 degrees Celsius right now, so it's not too cold. Apparently I've heard we're gonna have somewhat of a mild winter, so you know, I won't complain about that. And River Street's approaching. Not too far away. I think there's a daycare center over here. All right, at the intersection of River and Shooter. Now I'm gonna head up. I'll just wait for the light change and cross over. Thankfully, it's not one of those lights that, you know, unless you push a button, it restarts the red light. Those are always an annoyance. You got Humane Society down there towards Queen. Dundas is up ahead. Someone's honking at someone else. Upstate in the chat. Good to see you, Bob. Hope you're doing well. Well, 5 minutes, I'll just kind of address this issue, and then I'll just move on. Yeah, the wind's picking up. Once again, my apologies in advance. And you can see some nice tall condos here. But yeah, happy Friday to everyone. And there goes the Dundas streetcar. Some kind of old rundown houses here. Section of the dealerships, the car dealerships is coming up here. This is all closed off, I'm assuming for demolition. Got a camera sort of monitoring the area. Anyone tries to jump the fence, I guess, I don't know. See relics of what used to be River Variety, River, home burgers, poutine, gyros, and more. Huh. It's cool to see, you know, in front of these houses with these little windows installed, the bricks. Always been kind of cool for me. I've always liked that appearance. Yeah, I think they're all just a demo job, Bob. Okay. And I'm heading this way, following the streetcar. And you see the Mercedes dealership coming up ahead. And of course, bridge that overlooks the DVP. Got a pretty cool mural on the building across the street here. Yeah, very mild. I remember last year when I was in Scarborough, we had quite the blizzard. I actually ventured in that for about 40 minutes because I was crazy enough to do so. And you know, it's one of those videos you can't even watch because the wind has just completely destroyed the audio. And it was blizzarding so much, I couldn't really see what I was doing. And the lens was like completely covered up with snow as well, so that certainly didn't help. Get the Lexus dealership, and they've just moved 2 minutes away from 77 East Don Roadway. And there's a nice view here of the DVP. Thank you, Bob. Yes, please do. All right, so I'm gonna get this out of the way. Walk tubing is something that has taken off, I guess, during the pandemic. And we have this great community, a great circle of awesome people that document the city, give our opinions, and basically just want to entertain our fans. And that's what it's all about. Is walk tubing safe? For the most part, yes. But I think being aware of your surroundings, trying not to interact with people that seem aggressive, is a huge part of it. But there's no absolute safe way of avoiding them. So we all saw what happened to Matty in his live stream 2 days ago. And well, most of us, if you don't know, he was attacked by some lunatic because he thought he was on his stream. I didn't even see him, barely, so he wasn't. He was just a deranged idiot. And he assaulted Matty and knocked his phone to the ground and ruined his microphone receiver. It was just disgusting. And Matty's okay, you know. He's done other streams since then, but I'm sure he's a lot more cautious. It's ridiculous that some people just kind of have to think that this could happen at any time. But when you're holding up a phone, it does create that attraction. There was a time where I was dumb enough to record in my area, at Dundas and Sherbourne, and I started going up, walking towards Bloor, you know, just doing a pre-record, and then 2 people kind of followed me and said I didn't have the right to record in public, and they had baseball bats. So, safe to say I stopped recording. And after that, they were like following me for probably 6 blocks. And, you know, I kept my distance from them. They didn't attack me, but they definitely seemed like they were going to. And I just screamed, like, get away from me. They eventually backed off, probably on drugs or something. And that's in my area. That's kind of like going to be a given, right? There's other YouTubers that have been attacked. Ken has a compilation of crazy people that have come up to him. And of course, Johnny back in 2021. So it's rare, but we got to think that these people are really just trying to do a lighthearted thing, be friendly. And I don't want people to think that walk tubing isn't safe. For the most part it is, but there's always going to be someone out there that will try to interact with you. They will, you know, confront you, and they'll start thinking crazy things, like you have an agenda to record this one specific person because they're probably mentally ill. So just always be aware of your surroundings. You know, there's nothing you can do to completely avoid it, but if someone tries to encounter you, just don't even give them the time of day. Don't even answer them, just keep walking. And that's pretty much the most you can do. But yeah, that's pretty much all I'm gonna say about that. It's an issue that's been bothering me, and I know a lot of other people in this community, so, you know, shout out to Matty. And thankfully he's okay. And he made a police report. Hopefully they can identify this guy, because someone like that does not belong in the streets. Do it to someone else. And there's Hamilton Street. All right, so more on a lighthearted subject now. I'm gonna decide where exactly to go up to Broadview. Sorry, I'm reading the chats here. Hey, Juanita. Good to see ya. Yaz, hello. Maureen, how you doing? Thank you everyone for joining. And TGIF. And Sebastian is in the chat. Welcome. Hope you're having a good one. Kinda want to keep going down Dundas. So that's what I'm going to do for now. Got a barred up convenience store here. Someone won $5 million. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry. 50,000, 500,000, something in that range. Couldn't really see the numbers. Maybe my eyesight's going on me. And here it becomes all residential, sort of like a community zone. Of course, there's another school on the right-hand side there. Yes, Kevin, a few people, you know, it's insane. but it's always good to spread awareness. Paulette Crooks, hello, welcome. This is a pretty large school. Seed Alternative Secondary School. And Ken is live now. I guess he's going a bit early. Got quite the congestion over here. Heading east. But traffic is moving pretty fairly heading west. I mean, sorry, Jesus Christ. I'm directionally challenged. Heading west is where it's backed up. Heading east is clear. And we got a speed monitor. Not one of the speed cameras though. I guess they have been kind of been put to an end. A lot of people calling them cash grabs, which they pretty much were. And you got a nice wide protected bike lane. Not so much on the other side. Seems a bit more narrow. You don't have that barrier. You see sparkles of more Christmas lights along the way. So yeah, I'm gonna head up to Danforth from here. Whoa, blinded by the light. Guy was just like standing right in my way. It's like, what are you doing, dude? And yeah, there's a bike lane right there, but why use it when you can just be a moron and go on the sidewalk? I digress. Public school is pretty huge. Good evening, Toronto Yapper officials. I'm heading pretty much Danforth. I'm gonna go a bit further east. And this video will probably be about an hour long. I'll wrap it up there and I'll see what station I'm closest to. And I'll just head back home. So I'm going up Bolton now. I'll cross while I still have the chance. Go up this quiet residential street. Little bench area to sit down here. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Every time I want to go live, Ken usually seems to be live at that same time. We have the same ideas in the same times. He sets premieres for his, which I will probably have to do for myself in the near future. Got this old-fashioned Benz here. It's quite compact. Wonder what year it's from. This model is called the 380 SL. Huh. Someone's got a parking ticket. Handicap too. This is a very nice street. Not much traffic, and you see one of the signature signs of East York are hearts in the windows, the lit hearts. There's hundreds of them in this area. This person has a license plate, well, a license tag on his window, and it says just purchased, waiting on temporary license plates. Well, he's got the documents to prove it. You got Frosty over here. And a little gnome. And another lit heart in the window. Like I said, you'll see more and more in this area. And that's pretty cool in the window across the street here. You got Frosty's family. And this is an interesting bike. I guess you can have your kid or maybe your dog in it, protected while you're cycling. Thought it was an e-bike at first. And it kind of zigzags around here. I can't walk directly to Danforth, but I'll find my way there eventually. They are just a staple. Like, I don't know what they represent. I guess just love. And speaking of, here's another one. So we've seen 3 so far in like 2 minutes. What else can it represent though? Love, right? And another one. So 4. You got the Pride one there. Let's see how many we can find in the stream. 4 and counting. Another massive school. It's kind of adjacent to a church down there. I don't think it's a COVID thing. Nothing really gives me that indication. But maybe everyone has their own personal meanings for it. Whoa. Some guys soldering something there. It's so bright, like I'm almost blinded by it from this distance. Makes you wonder what they're doing. Got this little market, a very cute sized market across the street. Welding, yes. Definitely welding. And I'm at Gerard now. I'm gonna zigzag my way up another side street here. So this is Eastdale Collegiate Institute. And everyone's back to school, of course, from the Christmas holiday. It's almost the 10th of January. It doesn't even feel that long ago that it was New Year's. This month is already whipping by. And there's the 505 Carlton to High Park. I'm going to be taking these guys' ideas. I'm just crossing while I have the chance. Whoa. You're supposed to wait till you cross the street before gunning it. Not that driver. I guess we're being told to get loud. All right. Wonder if anyone can check to see where Ken is. It'd be cool to kind of snipe him, but certainly not going to go out of my way to do it if he's really far. So we got Bep Viet, because it's a Vietnamese kitchen here. I guess that's pretty self-explanatory. Looks nice and quiet in there. Got a little pub in there. You just see these little hidden businesses around. Got a bicycle shop here, you wouldn't even know it. Okay, at the set of lights here, I'm going to be heading up. Just going to go a side street, but I guess I wanted to be walking up a more lit one. I guess it's Logan, so. Yeah, it's so mild that I think I'm going to undo my coat a bit. Not much of a wind chill around here, thankfully. Got some furniture on the sidewalk here. No spatulas, but I do see what appears to be a rocking chair. Hey, Mike Landry's in the chat. Happy Friday. Hope you're having a good one. Okay, I'm gonna go north on Logan here. Got another little Mexican restaurant across the street called Tizoc, Tequila and Mexican Cuisine. I'm gonna take a look here. This is a pretty interesting little shop. You've got a copy of the Mona Lisa here. Cool little novelty shop. All right. Up Logan I go, and you see a phone booth. Well, or one used to be at least. And the wind's picking up again, of course. Nicely lit up house here with blue lights that kind of reflects on it. Really nice to see. Have a nice day with what looks like a dog pooping, whatever that means. And this is Simpson Avenue. And yeah, just a really quiet, peaceful residential street. A couple dogs, got a jogger. That's a Boot It. One of those old Ford Rangers. You don't see too many of them anymore. I'm about 4 or 5 blocks away from Danforth. Haven't seen any hearts since the last cluster, but I'm still looking. Plenty of decorations still on the street compared to walking up Shooter. Someone's in a hurry. I'm going to spontaneously go down Langley. There's kind of a lot of people walking on Logan. And it's back to isolation again. Bob says, I like these kind of January nights. Mild, quiet, good for walking and thinking. Just feels like the world is calm. Absolutely, me too. I know a lot of people prefer seeing more busy, lit up streets, but there's also a good majority that like to see the calmness. I personally am the latter. When I watch walktubers, I like to see them go down private residential areas. And there's less wackos too. That penguin across there seems to be rocking back and forth. Oh, don't know if it's the wind or if it's electronic. Got a couple more frosties here. And one that fell over across the street there. And Vasily's in the chat. Good to hear from you. The title is just kind of addressing what happened to Maddie the other day. And I kind of went over an analyst if I think it's safe or not. And I think for the majority it is. But, you know, it's kind of to raise awareness. Because, like I said, there's lunatics everywhere. And getting attacked can happen to pretty much anyone for no reason at all. It's always good to be aware of your surroundings. Plenty of lights. Almost thought there was a Domino's at the corner there, but it's just Don's Convenience. My hat back on to get my bangs out of my eyes. Okay. That's good. 10-15 minute walk. Danforth here. I'm kind of near Gerrard Square, so Vasily says, what I wonder more is why when some people get attacked, it's a big deal, but for others it's not. Well, honestly, I think it's best not to escalate the situation because you don't know how dangerous people can be. I was pretty angered from what I saw, and I know a lot of other people were as well. So, you yeah, best not to escalate it because who knows how it will end. But yeah, the right thing was done. And Alicia Lewis is in the chat. What tips would I give someone that's considering walk tubing? Well, kind of just know where you want to go, kind of like know your area, have some places in mind that you want to observe. Again, pay attention to your surroundings and try to engage with more people, you know, create some pre-records and, you know, kind of have consistency with that, and people might start to notice you. And always be safe. It's just kind of the given part. So yeah, overall it's not a dangerous thing, but some people wonder, and I think walk tubing is really taking off. Some people say it's dying. I don't think so. I think more and more people are coming into the community. More people are getting more subscribers, and a lot of people just like to observe the city or any other area from the comfort of their own home. But yeah, it'll be cool to see you walk tube eventually, Alicia. I know you'll definitely have a lot of followers. And that road has kind of like a nice dip and then back up again. Alicia is where? I'm not sure. Maybe Alicia Land. And you got the 72C Pape bus from Pape Station to Commissioners. My hat keeps wanting to fly away as I face the aggressive wind here, so I'm just holding on to it. Speaking of clusters, these lights almost look like those nerd gummies, the cluster of the nerds, or just nerds in general. Looking at them makes me want to have candy. And you got this cute little Suzuki little pickup there. I'm not sure how much it can pick up. Maybe 2 bikes or something like that. 3 boxes. Cross over here. Y'all talking to ghosts? Oh my god. I thought that was Alicia. So sorry. She has, this person, sorry. Toronto Yapper Official. Has the same sort of thumbnail as Alicia. And I just looked at the thumbnail and I assumed it was Alicia. That's hilarious. Okay, well, it's not Alicia, sorry. That clears that. Bit of a brain fart there. Yeah, the wind's getting really stubborn now. The further north I go. Yep, this is really annoying, this wind. Picking up very quickly too. You can hear that. Yep, I'm just gonna hold on to my hat. nice view. Well, kind of a nice view from what you can see besides the trees covering it, but see the CN Tower in the distance there. I guess because it's just a big open area, you're more vulnerable to wind. It's a time where I definitely wish I had my microphone receiver, but it'll arrive eventually, and I'm gonna have to like strap that thing in, so it won't be a repeat of what happened last time. Neat fancy house there. And Danforth is a little bit further than I was expecting. And this wind is just really bad. I apologize, folks. I'm walking directly towards it, so got a little skating rink down there. Yet. I'm still looking. They're spread out, I guess. Wow, this wind just needs to F off. Once I get to Danforth, it'll calm down. Diva Tequila's in the chat. Well, thank you for catching me. Happy Friday to you, and thank you for tuning in. Hope you're having a good one. Guess we got some house with some renovation here, almost looks like a building. They seem to be comfortable with money. They have 2 Teslas. Okay, well, I'm glad the audio isn't too bad. To me, it's just like annoying. Here's some siren in the distance there. I might do another food review, or price review, I guess I should say, at a store around here. Debating on that, but I won't be doing that live. So wait and see. And there's another school. Let's see what that says. It's so dark, my eyes aren't as good as they used to be. Withrow Park, okay. And there's Danforth finally, creeping up ahead. Now, this tree is very beautifully lit up. In fact, I'm gonna go down here and then up once more time. Look how high the lights go. How would you even do that, you know, without professional help? I have no idea. New schedule at work does not let you catch anyone's lives these days. Yeah, I hear that. I try to squeeze some live streams in between my schedule at work. And there's always going to be someone else going live. You can't avoid that, but it is what it is. It's all in fairness. You can just watch us both or whoever else is on. Look at that. That's just so impressive. The lights on that car just kind of went off. It's making some noise. Don't know what that was about. And you see a Starbucks directly ahead. Yeah, you haven't been live in a while, Vasily. Is there a specific reason for that? Got one of those little libraries here. Take a book, leave a book. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that. People think that once it's January, you should take them all down, but I think they should be up all winter long at least, you know? It's festive. Okay, Danforth is finally here. I might just take this up to Maine. But then again, I'm not sure if I want to go that far. I'll decide. But of course, I've covered Danforth quite a few times. I do love it. And you got a poutineery, Smokes Poutine. There you go, Bob. It's one of the more expensive ones. Hoping this wind will just die down. Like, oh my God. Got a Taco Bell pickup. One of those after hours ones. And we got A&W ahead. And I'm officially at Pape. So yeah, Maine is too far. I will not be going that far. Maybe Coxwell. I got some traffic cops here. Never seen them in this area before. I guess I shall not pass. Only a 6'3", eh? I don't think you can even get the Diablo sauce anymore. That used to be my favorite. village. That's on the Yoshi Walker channel. There's a premiere for that tomorrow, Diva Tequila. And Alicia Lewis is in the chat. Hey, good to finally see you. I made a mistake earlier. Someone else in the chat, I thought that was you. Had kind of like the same pink thumbnail that you used to have. So I'm like replying to this person if it was Alicia, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not Alicia. We're glad that you can finally make it. Subway Pizza Bono. I always like seeing the independent pizza places around here. It's not open. Oh, it is, but the sign just, no, I guess it's not. Open or not open, who knows? Still quite a bit of construction going around here. And it has been for quite some time. Yes, there can only be one Alicia. Absolutely. And the first bit of copyright music I've heard, I've been pretty good at avoiding it. Unlike the last stream. Surprised I didn't get a warning for that. Yeah, here comes more. Got a bakery and pastry place. One of those family independent ones. I'm gonna cross the street here. Got Gabby's. I used to work at a Gabby's, not this location. They're a decent pub. Again, I'm gonna be crossing with these people. We have what looks like a very high-end and expensive cannabis sector. Alicia Lewis, hello for real. Yep. It was one of my blonde moments. I will make sure to try to respond accordingly to the right people from now on. Got a wing stop where a pizza used to be. I've actually never been to Wingstop. I'm sure they're better than Wing Machine though. All right, take care, Diva Tequila. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great night. All right, I guess I could just cross. Fluff me up. Coffee, desserts, gifts. The other Alicia was, I can't even remember, way up in the chats, but had a pink thumbnail, almost like exactly like yours. So they return again in the chats. I will identify them. Got a empty bar. The nice pool table in there. Maple Leaf Sports Bar and Grill. Here's Domino's, right attached to Square Boys, the infamous Square Boy. Empty on a Friday night, yeah, right? Who would figure? Got Pizza Hut walk-in special. One large 3-topping pizza for $19. Is that a good deal? I think it kind of sucks. Because Pizza has a special right now for a large 4-topping pizza for $13.99. Cool little bookshop here. Open 11 to 6 every day. It's pretty quiet. Traffic is still kind of happening, but you know, I've definitely seen busier nights. Another look at the infamous Square Boy. I hope that's a place that never closes down. Too much history. And fairly decent prices still. They haven't raised that much compared to places like Hero or Burger's Priest, where average burger is like $16. And you got Dogland Station over there. Pizza has gotten ridiculously expensive, but everything kind of has when you think about it. And there's another pizza place, very eye-catching, Danforth Pizza House. I'm sure they're expensive. Let me just take a look in here. Someone's making a pizza right in the front window there. Huh. Can't really see a menu. Pizza slice, pepperoni, mushrooms for $6. You can get a Turkish breakfast here. $25 per person. We have the remains of what used to be 7-Eleven a long time ago. Still just taking up space on an empty lot. The only cafe. Don't think it's the only one, but maybe they want to specify a bit more on that. See, there's another cafe, so it's full of lies. Also called the only cafe.
Honestly, it's annoying because it's like.
No, I guess not, Bob. Pizza actually, again, not too bad. I'm gonna make this light very quickly and dangerously probably, but Yeah, they have a 2 for $6 special. That's not too bad. In this economy, I'll take it. And there's a burger place here. Wow. Like that is microscopic lettering. I have like pretty good eyesight and I can not read a word of that. Need like binoculars to go in there just to see what the menu is. Little Caesars isn't even worth it anymore. Back when it was $5, I guess. I think it's even $9 pizza now. It's like, where do you get the nerve? Your pizza's not that good. That driver waited for me to pass by. It's a lot of drivers that wouldn't think twice about cutting you off. Laundromat here. Yes, thank you, Bob. Appreciate that. Little Caesars never sold slices, did they? Not that I remember. And Pizza Hut doesn't anymore either, actually. Get some people performing in the art of karate. Do many people even do karate anymore? He's got the moves. He's got the grooves. We have Greenwood approaching. Trying to get like my hat to get my bangs out of my eyes, but then the wind kind of blows it off, so I lose either way. There's another A&W approaching. I confuse the one on Greenwood with the one on Pape quite a bit. Did a A&W review with Yoshi yesterday. So please, if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to the Yoshi Walker channel. We had 50 subs and we're looking to go live for our next episode, which will be episode 15. We haven't decided where yet, but already been over an hour. I didn't realize I was streaming for that long. And there's one of those speed cameras. Sure if it's in operation, but it's still standing there. We have the value deals here for under $4. But every place has their little value menus. So does Wendy's, so does Harvey's, so does McDonald's, so does Burger King.
Come get it now, because my bus is coming. Just like I'm coming quick, protein.
There's a deli that I wish was open, but is not.
Oh, you made it in time.
Zaza Puppy is in the chat. Welcome. Thank you again, Alicia. Hope you're having a good night. Yeah, his bus is coming. I think that might be it. Better catch it. A lot of independent convenience stores around here. Buy your Bitcoin here at a cafe, little restaurant, random place to buy cryptocurrency, but okay.
It be like seeing it drop blood from my body. I know now because I'm sitting there.
Pedestrian traffic is starting to get a little bit more clustered here. So many restaurants and cafes on Danforth. So many bars. It's one of those places that doesn't accept cash, they're cashless. And I'm just gonna cross. Whoopsie. There's Greenwood Station over there. Some bars are actually open, I know, right? Makes you wonder, like, are these places fronts or something? Oh, and barbershops. Can't forget about them either. And another one across the street, another barbershop. Someone say Nintendo? There's this little handheld device I've seen online. It almost looks like a Game Boy. And they have like games from 22 different consoles, like thousands of games. Don't remember the exact name of it, but I definitely want to purchase one. It's been in my feed so much. Something to occupy your time with. Yes, go Bills. It's almost Super Bowl time, isn't it? I guess if you want to see the halftime show, you'll have to listen to it in Spanish. Raspberry pie. There's tons of ones I can buy, yeah. I think I've ever tried raspberry pie. Sounds appetizing. Got face-to-face games. Yeah. See lots of board games in there. A lot of novelty kind of toys.
Oh, he's coming out right now.
I have a jacket. I just don't
There's a bunch of people playing cards there in the distance.
hot, but if I stand still,
I used to go to a place like that all the time. In Hamilton. It's called Comic Connection. When I used to collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards, we'd have little tournaments in there.
Okay, have a good night. Watch a fun movie.
Seems to be catching every red light. Sorry for that whiplash there. And Kurt is in the chat. You're the pad thai bestie to us all, Kurt. And Trojan, sorry I missed you there. Welcome. Alicia wants a halftime show to be all puppies and cats. I definitely would sign up for that. I saw something hilarious on TV when I was at work. I have no idea what station, but it was dogs on surfboards. I kid you not. They were kind of strapped to them, and I don't know, I think they're having a good time, but it was just hilarious to see. Getting closer to Coxwell. Might end this at the hour-and-a-half mark. It's a bit quieter all of a sudden.
I get work. I'll ask.
The clubhouse. Not much to see here, is there? Yeah, me too, Bob. Except I kind of want to get a little bit of shopping done before 9 o'clock. And I have to use the washroom, so I don't think I'll be live too much longer. Please tune into Ken if you haven't already, or if he's still alive. Take your copyright music elsewhere. Pretty cool little bicycle shop here. Cannondale, those are expensive bikes. You could, eh, Bob? I mean, Kurt, oh my God. Am I getting tired already? No, last time, well, the first one of this year, the first stream I did, my hands were just freezing towards the end. That's why I dropped my phone. They were just numb. Thankfully, it's not so bad tonight. And there's another A&W approaching. 3 A&Ws and only a couple kilometers of each other. from Pape all the way up to Coxwell. It's actually only 3 stations. And I detect a bowling alley here. Well, thank you, Vasily. Hopefully you can get back to streaming again soon. Yes, it's the real Alicia. I don't think we're gonna have to give Yoshi a heads up. We're just gonna all appear there one day. Bring your lawn chairs. Does having too many A&Ws mean our economy is bad? I don't know. I don't think so. But, you know, it's these franchises that are kind of taking over. And there's a McDonald's up ahead. I do find A&W hamburgers to be too salty compared to pretty much the rest. Maybe Burger King being second for the saltiness. I don't know if I can make it to Maine. I would like to, but I'm gonna have to make a pit stop before that. And you got the cutest little Tim Hortons here, with the takeout window. Vasily tried the new Starbucks protein drink. I didn't know they had those. What flavors do they have? It's time for a haircut. Haven't had one since like April. You got Barbarito. There's an A&W everywhere because they give away the name, license, free. You can only buy food and anything else from a certain supplier though. I looked into owning one. Wow. There's something I certainly didn't know. Got the new double cheesy. I guess it's just 2 quarter pounders. What the hell was that moron doing? Kind of acting a little sketchy, like he was going to turn down the street and then just did a 180. Sped down Danforth. What's the longest I've had my hair? Never quite shoulder length. Long enough where it's like down like past my chin, I guess. Never had a ponytail, never will. Just not a ponytail guy. it is winter, but yeah, I'm just tired of my bangs getting in my eyes. It's basically the same reason. So the windier it gets, the more annoying it gets. Another barber shop right next to a salon. Got a discarded TV here. Get a mullet. I wish I had the courage. There's a cannabis shop called Danforth, which is pretty funny. Get your keto needs here. Low carb cuisine. Some people are getting a ticket because they didn't pay before 9. Does the TV work? Considering it's been discarded, I would assume not. I'm more of a pigtail guy. Right, how can I forget? Yoshi instead of yoga, yeah. That's something I also wish I had enough courage to do. Okay, Woodbine is in the distance. I think I might clip it off there. Tipsy Moose. Got another Barber's. Wonder why there's so many on Danforth. Yeah, no worries. Zaza, almost 2K subscribers. That's great. Congratulations. Hello, Kristen Fuller. Yeah, I'm wondering that too, Alicia. Last August was really epic. Well, for me, and of course a lot of other people. I was happy to be a part of it, so Definitely want another reunion this year. I wish Henry well. Of course, we all hope he's doing fine, and I'm sure we'll hear from him eventually.
Before that,
All right, one more intersection. That's about as much as I can hold on for. Slices are $4.75 at Pizza Nova. And you have a pickup special, a medium one topping for $12. I don't think there's one green light I've caught walking this way. Got a place called Royal Beef here. Another deli. Looks like a nice high-end one. Oh, hey, Brad Palmer's in the chat. Happy Friday to you. Thanks for tuning in. Will I do a poll on what people would vote for my haircut? That would be interesting. To cut it or not to cut it. It's kind of the same thing with Ken. We're kind of the same way. We just grow it until we're bored of the long hair, and we just, I don't know, I don't think I'll be buzzing it down, but it'll be a good length taken off me. Reading through the chats here. Silly has a meetup scheduled for July. Mullet Army. Oh no. What about a mohawk? Could I pull that off, you think? Need to get some Doc Martens and a leather jacket. Pizza's been there forever. Should I stop at Woodbine? I am inching closer to Maine. You know what? Since I'm so close, yeah, I'm gonna go to Maine. That's kind of what I thought I was gonna do at first. Became a little indecisive there, but since I'm so close now. Got a Value Village across the street, which is kind of rare to see nowadays. Seeing less and less of them. Maybe we could have a buffet at his driveway there, Kevin. What do you think? McMahon Pizza, another interesting place. It's kind of catching my eye there. Detroit style pizza. Huh. And they have a menu right out here. Wow, that's expensive. Just for a plain pizza, not even pepperoni, it's $28 for a large. Wow. One of the last coffee times left in the city is right here. Alright, so not this lights, but the next set of lights is where Main Street will be. Don't know if I should take the subway or the GO train back. Subway would take a little bit longer, but the GO train could take longer to catch, so decisions. We got a little toy shop here. I always love seeing little businesses like this. And it's continuing on. You got a little train. Well, not so little, a big train set here. Yes, I am, Vasily. I don't think I'm going to be working that day, so I've been talking with Yoshi about that, and it's been long overdue for me being at the falls, so. Sorry, I'm just reading more chats here. Kyle, I ate a large piece of Bacco Oni. Sorry, not only do I not know what that is, I'm assuming it's Italian, but I probably just completely butchered that word. I will check it out. Coffee Time sells Jamaican patties. I did not know that. Pretty random for a coffee place to do, but it's a little bonus, I guess. Will Yoshi see this eventually? Who knows? I think he's busy. He's usually at least making an appearance in the chats. He's supposed to be going to a movie tomorrow at Fairview. Apparently my ticket has already been purchased. Honda dealership. Well, I would have to go early. Maybe leave at 9 or 10 in the morning. All right then. Oh, it's a piece of cheese. Okay. Another thing I need to cut down on. And there's another pizza place I've always been curious on trying. It's New York style. Again, with probably pretty high prices. Familia on the Danforth. Where's the pizza menu? Oh, there it is. It's not too bad, actually. An 18-inch pizza is $20, which is pretty average. It's enticing my curiosity. I will definitely be ending this at Maine. I'm gonna go find somewhere and hopefully I can use the washroom. Thankfully my battery isn't draining so bad this time. It's weird. I've gone barely an hour sometimes from 100% to literally 5% before it completely dies on me. I'm at an hour and 40 minutes and my battery is still 40%. Strange how inconsistent that can be. Get out of my way, dude. I think once you hit Victoria Park, you're officially in Scarberia land. There's a pet shop here. The very big cat scratcher. Suddenly everyone's talking about bathrooms. Don't remind me when I still need one. Condos developing over here. You don't want to drive Yoshi? Come on, it'd be fun. Budside. Blaze After Dark. It almost looks like a an adult shop at first. Kind of the same type of colors you would see in one. Got a little furniture and mattress outlet here. Maybe Yoshi can get an Uber to Niagara Falls, who knows? Has anyone actually driven on the freeway with him driving? Curious. And another Shoppers. I'm not sure where Yoshi is. I think he must be busy. Maybe he's at work. Oh, you have Alicia. Was it intense? Or did he handle it well? Yeah. Especially that distance, Vasily. This KFC has been here for quite some time. 2 for $10, Twisters. It's 2 chicken wraps, I guess. It's not a bad deal. All right, I am officially at Maine. So I am going to cut this off and run to the nearest available bathroom, wherever that may be. So I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. And I'll work on my frame rate, and my next upload will probably be a pre-record. But to answer the question, walk tubing is safe. You know, don't let incidences discourage you from wanting to do it or watching anyone else. It's a great thing. I'm glad to be a part of this community with all you awesome people. Thanks, Kyle. Try the KFC bathroom. But thank you, everyone. TGIF. And have a fantastic night. Take care. Walker out.